Let's do this.
Yeah, change the subject, because I was going to go
Yeah. So the Joker put on another suitable for framing, a triple-double, 61 points in a loss to the Timberwolves, but he just balled out straight up. We've never seen that, a 60-point triple-double. So we already know. We've talked about he's had all these milestone games this year. He's been incredible. But
one of three, though.
Bo, do we have the sound of Shaq? Okay.
Yeah. While we getting that, it's 1 of 3. James Harden and Luka, the other two. Luka had 61, 20 rebounds in 10 or 11 assists, and James Harden had very similar stats to Jokic. Utterly ridiculous. And I happened to have just landed, got everything, got settled, got home, kind of took that and looked up and was watching that game. And I'm like, literally every time he has the ball, it's a score or an alley-oop. Like, he's that ridiculous that
it's just to watch him is incredible. And
it's so YMCA game, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's just YMCA. Nothing athletic about it, nothing overly creative. Just this dude who came home from after crunching numbers all day, finally gets a little time away from the kids, gets the why. You're like, man, I know this dude don't think he coming up here with us, and gets buckets.
And he's just you got to call him almost unstoppable.
Right? Oh, yeah. He is, because you double team him, you know he's going to find the right players. You don't, that's a mismatch all day. So it's just bad.
Okay, and basically, we're going to get the sound, but Shaq says.
What did Shaq say?
He dominate the Joker.
Yeah, Shaq said it. You heard what I said about Parker. I said I would dominate him. I like the Joker. Forgive me. I wasn't familiar with his game. I liked him, but he would get dominated. Barbecue chicken.
Okay. Where are you on the idea of who you would take, Shaq or the Joker? Now, don't get me wrong now. Shaq, there was a 4-year stretch where he was almost unstoppable, but he was also a player that they took out of games because of the hacker Shaq, because he couldn't make free throws. And teams the games that went at the end, you had to take Shaq out because he couldn't make free throws, and all they would do was foul him. Shaq was a dominant player. There's no doubt about it. I'm trying to think. Kobe won 1 MVP and Shaq won none?
Shaq won 1.
And 1. So they both won 1.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't even remember Shaq, to be honest.
Well, the first, little bit of his career, you still had Mike. So there's that, because, he came in 93, Shaq. So you still had another 5-6 year, couple years off, obviously, of Mike. Then you had the emergence of, a few of Allen Iverson. You had a lot of one-offs, right? Iverson, then the emergence of Tim Duncan, obviously, like I said, Kobe. So you had a handful of people who were kind of sneaking in there.
But he was really dominant at one point. I mean, he was. He was. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
It's an easy answer for me. Not an easy answer in the sense that, like, as if one is just dwarfing the other, but just based off what I've seen and what it did to teams. And the answer for me is Shaq. Because what Shaq was doing, peak Shaq, if you want to go 97, 8-ish to 01, 02-ish, was depending on which team, like, I'm going to the finals, it's just who am I playing in the Eastern Conference Finals when he was a Laker. Because he was the most powerful player we'd ever seen outside of Wilt. He was freakishly athletic still at that point. Solid defender, not good or great, but solid, better than Jokic. And it was just the pressure he applied to teams was we've never seen anything like it again, sans for Wilt. Absolutely dominant. And here's the difference. And it's not a huge gap, but what he would do to teams, defenses and players and foul trouble, like, you literally had to say, your job today is to get 6 fouls. Normally you play 5 minutes a game where you're going to get 15 today because we need you to literally foul Shaq. You never ever played, but you're 6'10" to 7'2". We need you in the game for what? To simply foul Shaq, to spell our other guy from not having to foul Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal, also, this is one thing people I think will hold against Jokic, because when we start talking about the best of the best, we got to nitpick. Jokic didn't have to go up against Alonzo Mourning, Shaq, David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing, Dikembe Mutombo, all of the Tim Duncan, night in, night out. I'm going up against the best of the best of the best bigs. That's not even mentioning the 4s. I was only giving you really the 5s. Obviously, Tim Duncan playing both. That's, to me, is the difference. One of the other differences.
All right, let's hear the sound from Shaq.
2001 Shaq 2025 Jokic, what happens?
Slavian chicken, wherever he's from.
Slavian chicken.
Slovenian chicken?
Slovenian chicken.
Really?
You tear him up?
Yeah.
What's your stat line? What's his stat line into the night?
I'm
Serbia,
40.
by the way.
I'm getting 40, and they're going to have to double me. And he probably going to pick and pop and take me all that, but he probably won't be in the game while, because after he shoot the three, I'm running right to the middle lane, and the whole arena going to get out 3 seconds, and we'll see. And I'm going to hit way more twos than you hit threes, guarantee you that.
I just don't think they would ever match.
I want to see it. I wish I could see it.
And
They're not putting Aaron Gordon on him.
And I'm going to make his brothers want to fight me, because the first play of the game, elbows.
You don't want that.
I don't
You don't
think
want
you
them
want
apples. You don't want his brothers coming at you.
I got brothers.
Come on, Twitter. Come at me with the.
He has
I got
brothers.
No, have you seen his brothers?
And have you seen my brothers? Watch this. See? Yeah, see, Candace, some worldwide.
Serbian chicken.
Serbian barbecue chicken.
All right, I'm going to go with the Joker. Three out of 4 MVPs. Won a championship without another All-Star on his team. He's unstoppable. He's done stuff that no one's ever done. I don't know if I were to ask you, tell me something Shaq did that no one else has ever done in the NBA. I don't think you could say that.
Probably not.
No, you
Probably
can't. That no one
Other
else.
than break backboards
No, but
and
other
bring
guys
them
have done
whole.
that.
No,
But-
they haven't brought the whole stanchion down.
But he played with Kobe Bryant.
He did.
Can you imagine if the Joker played with Kobe Bryant? No, seriously. 3 championships in a row, 3 in a row. It would be 10 in a row. Okay,
Go
it would
ahead.
Be 10 in a row.
Go ahead, because I have my counter.
Okay,
I'm about to Floyd Mayweather.
okay.
You're about to counterpunch this.
And the other thing is, anybody who has to be removed from the end of games because they can't make free throws cannot be on the level of the Joker, who can make shots from everywhere, 3 points, make free throws, grab rebound. Shaq, did he have the greatest rebound numbers and all the other stuff that goes with being a big man? No, I mean, he wasn't that type of player. Was he dominant offensively and dunked every shot he got near the basket, and that's what he should have done?
Mm-hmm.
But when you come out of a game, when your team needs you, because you can't help them, I can't pick that guy over the Joker. I've never seen anybody score with so much ease, and there's no answer for him.
So here's my
Wallace was an answer for Shaq in the 2004 NBA Finals. Go look at it.
No, I know. Listen, I know. But they were answer to the whole entire Kobe as well. I mean, they literally had games where Shaq had like 12 and Kobe had like 10. So that whole team defensively was insane, a master class on defense. But here's my counter. Jokic gets to do this night in, night out, and hasn't have to do anything on the defensive end. Anything. He gets to walk on back. And again, he ain't got to guard Alonzo Mourning, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, Rick Smits, Shaq, all these big dudes night in, night out. Tim Duncan. He gets to just run on back, play a little shadow defense, and he gets to feast on smaller guys. The only real legitimate guys are Embiid, always in and out, AD, who they have some good battles. He usually gets the best of them, but they have good battles. And maybe 1 or 2 other guys if I put my brain to it. That's it, Sabonis maybe. He doesn't have to do anything on the defensive end and guarding Shaq, and Shaq brought up a great point. Shaq would have him playing 7 to 10 minutes less a game because he would either be in foul trouble or they just don't want him to be on him. And you have to do that. You're taking body blows. It's a lot. Now, it's not a wash. I think he would obviously mid-range him, pick and pop, still drop dimes.
How many Defensive Player of the Year awards did Shaq win?
Shaq didn't win any.
Oh, okay.
No, Shaq was a much better defender than him.
But not.
I mean, Shaq, when Shaq dominant Shaq was swatting a lot of stuff now, Rob.
But not enough to.
He wasn't Dwight.
Not enough to wash what he does offensively.
But do you get what we're saying? When I'm saying Shaq about the foul trouble and getting him. So he can guard Shaq?
I don't agree.
Shaq, he can't guard.
Shaq can't guard him.
But Shaq
can't guard him.
Right, but the
Shaq
difference
would have to grab him and foul him. Shaq couldn't guard him.
Shaq will have a much better chance
guarding
him.
Doesn't.
Much better chance.
I disagree.
Because he's not blowing by you. And Shaq was arguably faster than him. That's not even he's much more athletic.
877-99 on
Shaq
Fox.
Is Serbian chicken. I like Jokic is an all-timer at the end of his career. We'll see. But right now,
it ain't no
peak 2001
we'll
Shaq.
Shaq won. He was so dominant, he won 1 MVP in his career.
Because he was playing with Mike.
That's how dominant he was. If he was dominant, the big man,
and they don't even want to
doing.
give it to him.
Okay.
Because they was always too easy for him.
877-99
Barbecue Serbian chicken
on a Worship Wednesday. Who you taking?
You know,
Shaq?
Rob Bark, I can't believe you would say that.
Or would you take the Joker, who's won 3 out of 4 MVPs? Which guy are you taking,
Sounds
Shaq
like a joke to me. Can't
or the
believe you would ask
Joker?
that.
All right, Sean in Sacramento. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Sean?
Yo, Margo from another mother. Welcome back, cousin Kelly and my brother's
Sure,
behind the
boy.
doors. Real quick, I got to ask a quick question, man. Do cornballs roll or do they run when they duck the smoke, man?
I'm Bennett.
They run.
I ain't in it. I'm just gonna stay.
I just had to ask, man. I appreciate and I respect the OG Unc Rob Parker for trying to make amends, trying to offer an olive branch. But the fact that this man's still running from the smoke, come on, man. If you're not a cornball, you would have been took that interview just like you did with Dan Patrick. You got plenty of time, brother. But on this subject, man, Rob, you are going to pick a European finesse game inside-outside poster over the indomitable Superman, brother? Rob, man, if this was still going back to the late 90s, early 2000s, me and you both know Shaq would dominate. But because the NBA literally had to change the rules and institute brand new zone defenses to stop the unstoppable force, there's no way that you're telling me Shaq is the better choice, man. Yeah, they changed the rule. Yeah, it's now a European game, but that is barbecue Slavic chicken all day.
Yeah.
Shaq all day, every day.
All right, I disagree.
Tell him.
I just don't
Tell him,
understand.
Sean.
Because Shaq, if you look at it, was in a better situation, obviously having Kobe. What the Joker has been able to do, and there were guys all over him, right, trying to stop him. And again, Shaq, as great as he was a liability out on a court for you when it's winning time. He was a liability.
He hit him when it
Was he a
counted, Rob.
liability in winning time? Yes, he was.
But surprisingly,
Yes.
he hit him when he was needed to.
No, he
And he
did not
took
all
3
the time.
teams to the finals. The Magic,
Stop
the
that.
Lakers,
He
and the Heat.
Yeah, okay.
What you mean?
Drew in New Jersey, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Drew?
Hey, guys. I think it's Shaq hands down. And I know you mentioned those 04 finals. I don't think anybody, if you look at the stats, Shaq's numbers.
Did you watch the games? Did you watch the game? No, you didn't. You were too young.
I do remember when.
Do you remember when Ben Wallace rubbed Shaq? Do you remember that?
Denver for court.
Do you remember that? How did they had 4 guys? They had 4 Hall of Famers on that team, and the Pistons beat them with Shaq and Kobe.
They barely got over 80 points.
Stop! It should have been a sweep. How did Shaq and Kobe lose in a sweep?
And Kobe hits the 3 at the buzzer just to get the 1 win. Yeah, that was a beatdown, period. I mean, if you look at the games, they had games where...
Stats, you're talking about 12. Look at the stats from that. Dude, those games weren't close. I covered them. You watched them.
They embarrassed them. They did embarrass them.
Kevin in Culver City.
Next?
You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Kevin?
God is good.
All the time.
Hey, fella, Shaq. Oh, yes, always. Fella, Shaq, 38 points, 16 rebounds, 61% field goal percentage from the field in the NBA Finals against the Indiana Pacers, 2.7 assists, the MVP. He was the best player on the court. Kobe Bryant hurt by Jalen Rose. He won that championship for the Lakers without Kobe into those games. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Jokic. 30.2 points per game against the Miami Heat in the finals. 14.7 rebounds. 7 assists.
He had an all-time. Stop it.
Player.
He had an all-time. He had an all-time playoff run. An all-time champion. An all-time playoff run. And look at the team.
Let's not get on Shaq's runs now.
No. I'm talking
Shaq's
about
finals runs were crazy.
No.
Rob.
Shaq.
Crazy.
No. But the Jokers last year, 2 years ago, blew away all the records in the postseason. He had an unbelievable playoff run, and he's won 3 out of 4, and you don't have to take him out of the game at the end because you're afraid he can't
But
make
I
free
need
throws.
that guy you're talking to get me to the finals more often then. Shaq went to the finals, 4 times with the
4
Lakers,
Hall of
once
Famers
with
on his
Orlando,
team.
once
4.
with the Heat. He stayed in the finals. I'm going to need Jokic to start
He
getting
had
in the finals
4.
more regularly to be that
He
great.
had 4 Hall of Famers. All right, let's go.
Who next? I was right. Woo! You lucky. Monty over there staring at me. Otherwise, it was about to keep going. All right, we got some football talk to get to in just a bit. Monty, whose side are you on? Monty Bolaño's telling us what's trending.
This one's tough.
Get your shoulders out your neck. You know.
I'm going to take Nikola Jokic.
No doubt. No doubt.
You from LA? You can't walk the streets of LA no more.
because she's
LA,
keeping
baby.
it real.
LA.
I'm keeping it
real.
And it's like, I think Shaq was unstoppable. I don't think he would necessarily compete against Nikola Jokic.
Are you kidding me?
It's just
under the basket.
Are we saying that Nikola Jokic is not more? Shaq is a little bit one-dimensional to me, and Nikola Jokic is not.
If by one-dimensional you mean I'm averaging 40 and 20
No, you can't
on this
shoot.
kid.
All you
Thank
do
you,
is
Bo.
dunk.
Bo, you know you have a microphone, right?
Yes. All you can do is
You
dunk.
know you got a mic, Bo. You ain't got to just sit there.
But when you guys talk, like, he was unstoppable because of how big he was, and
Yes.
Okay.
So then
Steph Curry, Steph Curry's unstoppable because he's a great shooter.
And moves away from the ball the way other people don't. There's more to it. With Shaq, it's like, what else is there? Can he shoot the three? Can he shoot a free throw?
He can't make a free throw.
What are y'all talking about? Y'all both watched him. You know he made most of them, right?
No, he didn't.
He did. He literally made most of them.
That's why there was a thing called the hacker Shaq.
Right.
That didn't
And you
happen
better
for
have
one.
enough people to be in this court.
That didn't happen for one game.
Right.
Okay? It was around long enough for them to name it.
Name the Jokic.
All right.
We ain't got nothing. We ain't got nothing. We ain't got the zone defense because of him. We ain't got the hacker nothing.
Oh, you got talked to? You got smacked?
Bo, you better come in here.
I just think this is insane. Shaquille O'Neal is probably the greatest player to step on the court, when he wanted to, which was when it was important.
Right.
Jokic doesn't care about basketball.
So because of that, because he doesn't care.
But Jokic is not as good as Shaq. What are we doing here?
Thank you.
In a position of what, in the post?
No,
because he's so much bigger.
At basketball.
If I told you,
yeah.
Okay, to say at basketball, that's great. You guys
Shaquille O'Neal is a better basketball player.
He was
than
a better passer than the Joker?
He was a better basketball player than
was he a better? I'm asking you.
I don't care about him. I don't care about Jokic.
You're saying basketball player.
No, let me ask you.
No, he's not a better passer. No.
He's not a better passer,
so there's
but
one. Okay, so is he a better shooter?
Yes,
But
he
inside the paint,
That's two. Okay.
That's not what was Shaq. That's not what Shaq was being asked to do.
Is he a better free throw shooter? Yes, he is. There's three.
You guys are. That's like asking
is
me.
Nikola Jokic a better winner than Shaquille O'Neal?
That's what I'm saying. Y'all gonna have to give me some more
Are you
wins.
saying this is a team thing or an individual sport?
No, what I'm saying,
Exactly.
I can easily answer that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Monty.
We're gonna.
We might have to. Trey Henderson might have to hold on this conversation. We might have to get back to this.
All right, let's check in
want more
on
smoke.
current.
Well, we're supposed to change the subject and talk about something else. But I can't do it. I can't believe y'all right now. I'm genuinely did y'all not watch what Shaq was doing for a 6-7 year run? Literally, it was marked down. He's going to the finals. Well, multiple franchises. We can digress. We can change the subject. I can't believe it. The more I think about this, the more this is crazy.
He's got Kobe on his team, who some people think is better than LeBron and Michael.
Exactly.
Wait. Okay, keep going.
And the Joker has
No All-Stars.
Wait, y'all got to quit acting like Jamal Murray is a scrub, number one.
How many All-Star
we're
games
just
has he
telling
played
you
in?
that he's on All-Stars.
We're going by
in the West.
facts. How many All-Stars has he been in?
Because
Okay,
he wasn't West.
0.
And did he not go to the finals?
Zero.
Did he not go to the finals with Orlando?
2 years ago, the Nuggets were the next dynasty because of how deep their roster was.
100%. What a well-constructed team.
Yeah.
Well, that's a team there. That's
constructed-
verbatim what everyone said.
Yeah, of course. Is a well-constructed team usually full of All-Stars, or is it that they've put a good team together?
Put a good team together.
How about
right,
this?
with individual talents and things that okay.
It's not a black mark against the Lakers that they had Karl Malone, Hall of Famer, Gary Payton.
How old were they both?
No.
53.
I don't care.
What was the combined age?
Okay.
Combined age of 82.
They put the team together because they thought they had a dream team with Shaq and Kobe, correct?
Yes.
And the Pistons had nobody of that ilk, not even one. Okay, now of that ilk, of that. And who won that series? That's your player? That's your greatest player of all time, Shaq?
Wait.
Good
So
players
getting to the
all the
finals.
time.
So getting to the finals is a bad.
No.
Jokic got to get there a lot more to Jokic. Shaq got there with Orlando. What, second year,
Who
third
did
year?
the Nuggets lose to last year? It was the Timberwolves, right?
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert and
Great
Anthony
point.
Edwards in year 2,
Gary Point.
year 3.
Great point.
And Jokic got
point is
handled by them.
And this isn't a diss Jokic. This is I feel like you guys are disremembering what Shaq
it's so ridiculous, like how Shaq gets looked down on just because he played in a different era.
And also
Nobody's looking down on him.
because of the TV,
player,
like
come on,
people,
man.
he's kind of goofy on TV, falling into Christmas trees.
Yeah,
dude, Shaq was a guarantee. I'm going to the finals.
Yes, yeah.
With franchises, the Heat. As soon as he goes to the Heat, what do? Win a championship.